Today's matchup is between the Birdville Hawks and the Abilene. Playing third, number 14.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Hogan Field in Graham, Texas, as AISD Live is ready to present Game 3 in the Best of 3 series in the Class 5A Region 1 semifinal game. I'm Chuck Statler along with the AISD crew, and we welcome you to this third game in the 3-game playoff. Game 1, Abilene High won that one 6-5. Last night, the Lady Hawks from Birdville High School exploded for 11 runs and went on the 10-run rule in the 5th, bringing up this third and rubber match between the Lady Eagles and the Lady Hawks. Then Birdville will be the visitors here in Game 3, and let's tell you about the Lady Hawks. They're coached by Katie Wellborn and Cameron Carruthers. Their record is 29-4 for 2025. They won their district 11-1. They've got a lot of good bats. We saw that last night. Some home run hitters, and they will actually start with the same pitcher that they've started in both games. And her name is Reagan Jordan. We'll talk about her through the broadcast. Right now, the Hawks have been introduced to this crowd here at Hogan Field. And now the introductions for the Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles defensively, we've got Valerina Bridges in left, Victoria Pino in center, and Eva Sanders in right field. On the hot corner, for Lady Eagles, we got Elias Sutter at third. Kinsley Cantu at short, Lonnie Flores at second, Bella Rocha at third. From the battery for the Lady Eagles is going to be behind the plate, Kaylee Gutierrez and Ava Rogers, also pitching for a third straight day. In the outfield, Andy Stark, along with Jeremy Williams and K.K. Gonzalez. Lady Eagles are in their white uniforms with white numbers trimmed in black. They've got block letters on the front of their jerseys spelling out Eagles while the visitors, the Hawks from Birdville, are wearing black tops, black bottoms with Birdville on the front in white letters and golden numbers trimmed in white. We're glad you're along with us. Our production crew for AISD Live, the crew chief is Randy Cluck, and Greg Knuckles is with me. I'm Chuck Statler. And after many years, it's been a pleasure to be your host and play-by-play announcer for Eagle Athletics and for AISD. The teams are getting ready. They're going through the rest of the lineup, introducing Jenna Gary's Abilene High Eagles. And the Eagles will line up in the outfield. Tell you what, folks, we're going to go to the field for our national anthem. nation's anthem as presented for the crowd here at Hogan Field. We'd like to say thank you to those who have protected our company, veterans that have served over the years, active duty people, and especially our neighbors at Dyess Air Force Base, who are at all corners of the globe right now protecting people and bringing freedom against tyranny. So we're glad that you're with us. On the mound will be Ava Reyes. Ava comes in as the junior pitcher. She's been pretty much the stellar member of the pitching staff. She'll be pitching to her battering mate, and that is Michaela Gutierrez. Leading off for Birdville will be their shortstop, Evelyn Schwartzlander, followed by the second baseman, Riley Wright, and batting third is Corinne Burns. Following them will be Haley Meniga, along with Reagan Jordan, Victoria Cano, and at number 7, Avery Rodriguez, number 8, Macy Moore, and the bottom of the order is Ava Sanders. So we're ready to go here in Game 3, the deciding match. Abilene High won Game 1. Birdville won Game 2 last night. This one's scheduled for 7 innings, and the winner gets to face Aledo and the Wildcats in the regional final. So first pitch comes up, there's batter up, and the first pitch will come through. Called strike 1 to Schwartzlander. She bats right-handed, and she'll step in. Black uniforms, gold numerals, and white batting helmets are the Lady Hawks from Birdville High School, part of the North Richland Hill School District. The next pitch comes in as ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter for the Lady Hawks. And to my knowledge, I think this is the first time, this series is the first time Abilene High and Birdville have ever played in the playoffs. And here's a chopped foul down the third baseline. Call that strike 2. To Schwartz, looking at a 1-2 count. Once again, she bats right-handed. Reyes on the mound, the junior from Abilene High. Had a great year last year. Ball 2. And then she emerged to be the top pitcher for the Eagle staff this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ava Reyes. Next pitch is strike 3. That one just took the outside third of the plate and ringed that one up. So out number 1, leadoff batter for Birdville. Coming up next, the second baseman for Birdville, Riley Wright. Riley had a home run in yesterday's game, and Birdville defeated Abilene High. So Wright steps in, second batter. First pitch is strike 1 called on Wright. In the on-deck circle will be Corinne Burris. 1-1 is the count with 1 away. Got about a 9-mile-an-hour northerly wind. Next pitch, a little low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 74 degrees of game time. They're saying the high here in Graham is only going to be 76. So it is a pretty day. A few wispy clouds out in the outfield. And a check swing. She jammed her and made her come around. Good job by Ava. Wright was in, had the bat perched over her right shoulder, and the pitch came in high and jammed her on a check swing. So now it's 1-2 with 1 away. If you hear a lot of noise, this softball field is right across the street from Graham Municipal Airport. Next pitch is ball 2. Even count 2-2. See just that north wind now, it's kind of picking up the American and Texas flag in left center. Outside, now the count goes full. Hogan Field was named after longtime Graham coach Jimmy Hogan. Very well thought of in this community. He coached a couple years in Breckenridge when I was in school. And a good man, very deserving of the honor. Here's one popped up, moving out of play, and caught by Mariah Estrada. She had to dance around the umpire to be able to catch the ball, but that is out number 2. on the pop to the third baseman from Abilene High. So 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the first for the Hawks. In the first 2 games, they scored 2 innings in each of the games. Well, actually, they scored 4 in last night's second game. And now coming to the plate is Corinne Burris, the third baseman. C-O-R-Y-N, Corinne. As she steps in, first pitch you'll see is ball 1. Next pitch outside, ball 2 to Burris. Ava Reyes can give you a lot of innings. She's a strong pitcher, very durable. She's been a key part of the Lady Eagles getting to this round of the state softball playoffs. We are in the regional semifinals, and a pop-up over the top of the bleachers. This is a covered bleacher, similar to Drigger's Field at McMurray, but just about twice as big. And it's a turf surface, green turf down the sidelines and the outfield, and then brown turf behind home plate and throughout the infield. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the top of the first with 2 away for the Lady Hawks. And this one is low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1 the count. Cantu and Flores playing deep at short and second respectively. Swing, and now the count is full. She took what I call a big old country swing at that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the number 3 batter from Birdville here in the top of the first. Let's see if Reyes can put her away. Next pitch right now. And a foul down the left field line. Count stays full. Estrada playing near the third baseline. Rocha playing near at first. Got Stark, Williams, and Gonzalez respectively left to right in the outfield. All of them in medium depth for Abilene High. Full count. And a chopper foul. That one went into the Hawk dugout. Count stays full. That was the 7th pitch in this at-bat for Corinne Burris. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. And another one as she drives this one a little deeper out of play. Still a full count. And Reyes is seeing her swing a little late on the pitch, and that's why it's going foul. Next pitch. Here's a chopper down third baseline. That's going to roll foul. That's the 9th pitch in this at-bat. It rolled about 10 feet down the third baseline and then crossed over the white line. Mariah Estrada was giving chase to it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to the number 3 batter of the Birdville Lady Hawks. Reyes next pitch. And this one's going to have some air underneath it, and it'll go over the left field fence near the Young County Sale Barn. Still a full count. They will make you throw a lot of pitches to them. They being the Lady Hawks. Abilene High is a very durable pitching staff. Full count with 2 away. And another foul down the third baseline. For those of us that played Little League before our real playing days, 3 fouls is an instant count. That was pitch number 11. And here's one going. And it's going deep to right field. And it is over the fence for a solo home run by Corinne Burris as it went over the right field fence. And that is run number 1 for the Lady Hawks. Burris touches them all, touches the home plate. She's greeted by her teammates. And right now, in the top of the first, Birdville scoring first, and it will be 1-0 Lady Hawks. Still a 2 away.
Number 5, Haley Meninga.
Haley Meninga, the catcher, comes to bat next. Schwartzlander struck out to lead off the inning. Wiley popped to the third. Burris just hit the full count home run down right center, and here comes Meninga. And inside pitch, ball 1 to Meninga. On deck is the pitcher for Birdville, and that's Reagan Jordan. But there are 2 away. Reyes standing at the back of the circle. 3 steps forward, plants her right foot. She's going to release this one. Check swing call, a strike on Meninga. 1 ball, 1 strike. Birdville's coach in the third base box steps out to talk to the umpire. Katie Welborn has been in the Birdville system quite a while. Her whole staff has just been very, very helpful to us getting information. And of course, Jenna Gary's staff is just fantastic. Outside, a little slow on the pitch, but that's ball 2. 1-2 the count. 2 very high energy teams here in the semifinal round of the regional playoffs. 2-1. One right down the third baseline, got to the coach's box and bounced out. So you're now looking at an even count with 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's again, winds up to about 12 to 15 miles an hour. The flag's blowing in left center by the scoreboard. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Here comes David Reyes. Ready? And outside, draws the count 4. 3-2. Reyes not completely at the back of the circle like she usually is, but steps up, puts this one in, and it is a shot into right center, 1 hop. Gonzalez gets it, fires it in. That will go as a single for Meninga. That's the second hit here in the top of the inning. So Meninga will be on the bag with 2 away. Reagan Jordan, right-handed hitting pitcher, ready. Reyes ready to serve the first pitch, and it is a called strike. Again, the outside third of the plate is where that one went through. Runner at first is Meninga. 2 outs, 1 run on a solo shot home run by Burris. Next pitch, a little outside, aiming for the same place in the zone, but let's call that ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Top of the first. Reyes puts one in, just about belt buckle high, but a little too tight, and that is ball 2. 2-1 is the count to Reagan Jordan. Next one, just opposite on the right side of the plate, brings it to a 3 ball, 1 strike count. Rowdy crowd from Abilene High as well as Birdville. And call the strike. It just slid past the inside of the plate, and the count is full to Reagan Jordan. 1 out, 1 on, 1 run scored here in the top of the first for the Hawks. Reyes now at the back of the circle. She'll drop the rosin bag, turn around and fire this one, and it's going to be fouled out of play down the first base line. count stays full. We'd like to say thanks for the pregame show and first inning sponsorship by Kim Austin Insurance. Whether you're near or far, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Give them a call Monday. Inside call, strike three. Cotter looking. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Abel Reyes, as that is going to be out number 3, as they got 1 run, 2 hits, and left 1 on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. Abilene High coming to bat here on AISD Live.
Hey future creators, are you ready to dive into the exciting world of video production? AISD's digital communications program is where your journey starts.
Take 3, Mark.
You can design the next iconic promo, broadcast all the big games, and produce your own short films all at the Lift, where you'll get hands-on experience with the latest gear like cameras, sound mixers, lights, and more. Let your creativity shine. Start your journey in digital media with AISD.
Abilene High coming to bat here at the bottom of the first. Leading off for Lady Eagles will be Jeremy Williams, followed by Kinsley Cantu and Mariah Estrada. The rest of the batting order. Batting cleanup is Bella Rocha. Alicia Gutierrez will be batting number 5. KK Gonzalez, number 6. Michaela Gutierrez, number 7, and in the 8th slot, Andrea Starks and Ava Reyes at the bottom of the order. Defensively, the Hawks going from left to right. You've got Valeria Bridges in left, Victoria Cano in center, and Ava Sanders in right. At third, you've got, and we're going third to first, Corinne Burris. Shortstop is Evelyn Schwartzlander. Riley Wright is at second, and Macy Moore at first. And the battery this afternoon behind the plate, Haley Meninga is the catcher, and the right-hander in her 3rd straight game is Reagan Jordan. So leading off for the Eagles will be Williams, Cantu, and Estrada. And we'll see Germany Williams get ready. She bats left-handed. And we see Jenna Gary, the head softball coach at Abilene High, moving to the third base coaching box. Shelby Palmer. Here is Germany Williams. Germany, left-handed hitting senior for the Lady Eagles. Here's the first pitch coming from Jordan. And Germany pops it up, catcher gets it, underhands it over to first. That will be a 1-3 on the ground out for out number 1 for Abilene High. Coming up next is Cantu. Cantu wears a 00 on her Eagle jersey. She's one of the senior leaders on this team as well. Batting right-handed is Jordan's first pitch, and it will go low for ball 1. 1-0 to count. Estrada will be your on-deck Eagle batter. 1 away, and a 1-1 lead now here in the bottom of the first. But that belongs to the Birdville Lady Hawks. Next pitch comes in as ball 2. Reagan Jordan ready to wheel and deal and put this one in. Cantu's going to pop it up. It hits the metal roof. It's 2-1. Wasn't the old barnstorming rig days? If you hit one, you hit the roof. That's a win. 2-1 the count. Cantu popping one up, giving chase, and the shortstop's going to catch it out of play. That will go as a pop-up to short. Good effort coming across, and that is Schwartzlander. She went across the shortstop position and caught it about 10 feet outside the line, and that is out number 2 for Cantu. So 2 up and 2 down, Mariah Estrada. Right-hander, and Jordan's going to serve the one up top, ball 1. 1-0 to count. Shoulder width stance in the batting box. Next pitch is a strike. third baseman for Abilene High. She's a junior. She's going to swing at this one. It's up second base, looking at it, calls off center fielder, and that will be a pop out to second. So the Lady Eagles go 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the second inning coming up with the Lady Eagles from Birdville leading Abilene High 1-0 here in the regional semifinals on AISD Live. We're back in.
Are you looking to build a solid future in AISD? The construction program at the Lift is a perfect place to start. You'll develop practical skills working with top-of-the-line.
Hey, welcome back to another exciting edition of CUNY on the Move. We are at Memorial Park in front of Dias Elementary, where we honor military veterans who attended AISD schools. Dias Elementary is the home for military-connected families since 1956. Let's head inside. This week we sent families a letter about TEA's accountability scores for AISD. We believe it's important to be honest about where we are and clear about our plans for moving forward. Abilene ISD has a North Star goal, our guiding light, and our North Star goal is for 75% of our students to be in seats at A or B campuses by the.
Are you looking to build a solid future in AISD? The construction program at the Lift is a perfect place to start. You'll develop practical skills working with top-of-the-line equipment and learn the techniques employers are looking for. Plus, with expert instructors guiding you, you'll be ready to jump into the workforce or continue your education in construction. We are building foundations today for the students that shape tomorrow. Join the construction program at the Lift in AISD.
Hey, welcome back to another exciting edition of CUNY on the Move. We are at Memorial Park in front of Dias.
For Lady Hawks, leading off will be the center fielder, Victoria Cano. She's going to receive first ball 1 coming from Ava Reyes. Following Cano will be Avery Rodriguez and Macy Moore. Next pitch comes in, and that is a strike on the corner. 1-1 is the count. In the first inning, Lady Hawks sent 5 to the plate, 2 struck out, 1 hit a homer, and they left 1 on base. Now we're in the top of the second. Abilene High went 3 up and 3 down in their first at bat. Reyes' next pitch is a strike, a really nice one. If that were a bowling ball, it would have knocked down all 10 pins. It came right down the middle. But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes right now to Cano. Eagles defensively ready for a bat swing, and here's one hop. Estrada gets it to third, fires it over to first, and a great job on a 5-3. Estrada over to Rocha, and that is out number 1 here in the second inning. And so Avery Rodriguez will come up and bat, but a really good job from third to first, crossing the diamond with a throw by Mariah Estrada. And Rodriguez is the designated hitter. She'll step in to face Ava Reyes. First pitch, called strike 1 to Rodriguez. In the outfield, you've got Andrea Stark, Dermot Williams, and KK Gonzalez going left to right for Abilene High. Next pitch from Reyes, a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Mariah Estrada at third, Kinsley Cantu at second, Lonnie Flores, or Kinsley Cantu at short, Lonnie Flores at second, and Bella Rocha at first. Behind the plate, Michaela Gutierrez. Ava Reyes is going to serve the next pitch. This one taken into left field by Rodriguez. It goes as a single, as it just went over the head of Starks really quick on the scene, got it good in, and the runner at first. So 1 on, 1 out, 1-run lead now for Birdville as their number 8 batter steps up. And this will be Macy Moore, the first baseman. Moore looks at the first pitch, strike on the outside. Black jerseys, gold numbers, black pants and gold piping, and white helmets are the Lady Hawks from Birdville. Reyes' next pitch And it's driven right over the mound into center field. That will go for a single for Moore, as it just went right over the pitcher and cleared the bag. Jeremy Williams on top of it, got it in. So you've got runners at first and second for the Lady Hawks, still one away at bottom of the order. For the Lady Hawks is Ava Sanders, right fielder. Liz trying to get composure. Here's the chopper, goes to Estrada. She tags the runner coming from second to third. And so that's a 5 unassisted for out number 2. Moore goes to second base, and Sanders gets a single, and now is at first. So go back to the top of the order with Evelyn Schwartzlander. Schwartzlander struck out in the first inning, and she'll step in right-handed batting. So we've gone through the order for Birdville, and we're in the top of the second. Reyes has 2 outs, but runners on first and second. Great defensive play by Estrada at third. He's tagging the runner. And here's a hit going into center field, and a great catch by Germany Williams. She sprinted over from the top of the logo and caught it on the fly. And that will be out number 3 here in the top of the first inning with the fly out to center fielder. So as the Hawks came to bat, they got 2 hits, no runs, and left 2 on base. Let's go to the bottom of the second. Abilene High trailing Birdville 1-0 in the regional semifinal game 3 of this series. We're back in a minute on AI.
Life's hectic, and we get it. But let's talk about something you can't afford to skip.
We're ready for you.
Your smile. At Orland Sobin & Partners, we get that your time is precious. That's why we offer same-day appointments, so you don't have to put your smile on the back burner. Our team of expert dentists combines cutting-edge technology with a passion for perfection.
Thank you for calling. This is Orland Sobin. How can I help you?
Book your appointment. We'll see you soon.
Let's go to the bottom of the second inning. Abilene High coming to bat, trailing by 1 here in Game 3 of the Regional Semifinal Championship game in Class 5A Division 1. And we'll start out with the meat of the order for Abilene High. Bella Rocha, followed by Alicia Gutierrez and KK Gonzalez. So you've got Rocha, Gutierrez, and Gonzalez coming up with 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Eagles went 3 up and 3 down with a line out and 2 pop-ups. So here we go in the bottom of the second, only trailing by 1 so far, Abilene High.
Now batting for the Eagles is number 8, Isabella Rocha.
Bella will step in. Both nights we've seen Reagan Jordan. Rocha, a right foot at the back of the batter's box, right side of the plate, and she's going to hit one hop goes to Jordan, and that's going to be quick out with a 1-3 ground out number 1. Rocha swing at the first pitch, and 2 hops picked up by Reagan Jordan, fired it over to Macy Moore. Now Alicia Gutierrez to step in. She's going to square the bunt now, put her bunt or her bat back over her shoulder. Inside pitch is going to be ball 1 to Alicia. On deck is KK Gonzalez. 1-0 the count with 1 away. And inside pitch, called a strike. It looked very inside, but that's why he's umpiring and I'm sitting up here. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the second. This one's scheduled for 7. And the next one called strike 2. 1-2 to count. Gutierrez facing Jordan. Reagan Jordan ready to fire this one in. Fouled into the screen. Count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 and 2 the count. Reagan Jordan has been very durable on the mound for the Lady Hawks. And this one, Gutierrez is fouled up over the first base dugout. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can hear noise from the Eagle fans urging their girls on. And strike 3 as Gutierrez goes down swinging for the second out here in the bottom of the second inning. That's number 2. And so far, the Hawks have shut down 5 straight Eagles. Abilene High has not had a base runner yet. KK Gonzalez. First pitch comes in, called strike 1. Michaela Gutierrez will be on deck if she's needed for Abilene High, but there are 2 outs. 1-1 the count. Here's one going into center field. It's up. A lot of blue sky over it as Kano gets underneath it, and she'll make the catch. So the Eagles have gone 3 up and 3 down in both of their bats. Let's go to the 3rd inning as Birdville and the Lady Hawks lead Abilene High 1-0 here in Game 3 of the regional semifinals in Class 5A Division 1. We're back in a moment on AISD Live.
Hey Abilene students, do you want to spark up your future? The Lift Electrical Department connects classroom learning with real-life electrical work. Learn to wire, troubleshoot, and to power up the world. From basic circuits to advanced electrical systems, you are prepared for high-demand careers, certifications, and real-world experience all here at the Lift. Not sure about college? The Lift Electrical program equips you with the necessary skills to jump straight into a career after high school. Light up your future today and join the Lift Electrical Technologies program.
Well, let's go to the top of the 3rd here in Game 3 in this series between Birdville and Abilene High. Still on the mound for the Lady Eagles is Ava Reyes, as she's only given up 4 hits. One of them was a home run, and that's the difference right now here in the top of the 3rd. Birdville leading Abilene High 1-0. And we'll go to the number 2 batter in the order to go here at the top of the 3rd with 2, 3, and 4. Riley Wright, as she is 0 for 1 with a pop-out, facing Ava Reyes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Here's Reyes' first pitch, and it is a strike. No question about that one. Down the middle of the plate. So 1-1 the count. Here in the top of 3 in Graham, Texas, Hogan Field. Next pitch comes in from Reyes. Is hit right above 3rd base. It'll roll into left. Picked up by Andrea Stark as Wright will go to first, turn and look, and she has a single. That's the 5th hit for the Lady Hawks. So Wright at first with the single, and Corinne Burns, she hit the solo shot home run, and the only score in the game for the Hawks as she steps in. Number 3 in the order, number 2 to bat here in the top of the 3rd. And she swings first pitch. This one goes up, and Estrada can't get to the foul ball. But that goes in the books as a strike. Michaela gave chase to it and just ran into the net. 0-1 count to Burris, B-U-R-R-I-S, and Corinne, C-O-R-Y-N. And next pitch, fouled down the left field line for strike 2. And Burris was trying to put that one in the Hawk dugout and nearly made it. 0-2 the count. Riley Wright, the runner at first. Guarding the bag is Bella Rocha for Abilene High. Ava Reyes, next pitch, And it is hit on the ground. It'll go to the shortstop, and Kinsley Cantu saved it from going into the infield. Burris is safe at first, and that will move right over to second for Birdville. But let me just tell you, extremely gutsy dive to catch the ball from going into the outfield by Kinsley Cantu. So with 2 on, no outs, Haley Meniga steps in, batting right-handed. She'll swing at the first pitch and drive a foul down the third baseline. 0-1 is the count. And you look at the bullpen for the Hawks, and they've got warm-up action. Macy Moore came in and pitched a little bit last night against the Eagles. She's the first baseman. She's throwing warm-up pitches. And a foul down the third baseline again for Meniga. She's looking at an 0-2 count. Good speed on the base pass with Wright and Burris at second and first respectively. A little bit of a wind shift to the northeast, still keeping things cool here at Hogan Field. 0-2 the count. And high for ball 1. That one could have gotten away, but great reflexes by Michaela Gutierrez getting the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the third inning, 7 today. Reyes sees a ball hit to the pitcher, and they will say that one is out. However, both of the runners, Wright moves to third, Burris moves to second, and Meniga will ground out to the pitcher 1-3 for first out here in the top of the third. The 2 runners in scoring position for the Lady Hawks as Reagan Jordan, who went down swinging on a strike, steps up next to face her adversary, pitcher versus pitcher, Ava Reyes. First pitch. And Jordan drives this one deep down the left field line for strike 1. You know, there's 2 reasons you foul a ball. If you foul it up, it's because you dip your shoulder on the swing, or if you're late in the swing, then you drive it down the baseline. 0-1 is the call, 1 away. Grayson, here's a bunt, and it's going to go foul. Whoa, what an effort by Bella Rocha trying to get to it. And she just couldn't quite quick enough over there, but count is 0-2 to Jordan. No balls, 2 strikes. Reyes ready to throw at the pitcher for Birdville. And this one a little bit outside low is ball 1. In the first, Birdville sent 5 to the plate, 4 in the second. Right now you're looking at the 4th batter for Birdville batting here in the third. Call, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeout for Jordan. Out number 2 here in the top of the third. Runners at second and third. And you'll send up Victoria Cano. She grounded out in her first at bat to the third baseman and was tagged in the line. Cano, right-handed hitter, sees one go outside, but just enough to be in the place to call that one strike 1. 1-0 count. Still away. Reyes takes the call from her catcher, the signal, and she's going to wind and put this one in. After the windup, it'll be a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the third. The only run scored in the top of the first by Birdville. Here's a pop-up, and it is out of play. Cano looks at 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1-2 the count. The infield for Abilene High ready for just about anything, especially Cantu and Flores at short second. Third is Strider guarding the bag and the runner. And this one a little bit high for ball two. Our count is even. Bella Rocha at first is giving chase to a couple of fouls. Solid defense for Abilene High. Nicole Gutierrez behind the plate. Ava Reyes on the mound. And the next pitch, nearly a check swing. Put the brakes on that one before she had wrist action taking it around. Now the count is 4. 3 and 2. 2 on and 2 out for the Lady Hawks. And Reyes puts one really good, but a little low, middle of the plate, and that will be the first base on ball that loads it up, Lady Hawks. Got Light at third, Burroughs at second, and now Kano at first. Still 2 outs. Avery Rodriguez get a single in her first at bat. She'll step up now to face Ava Reyes for the second time. Pitch outside of the plate, but once again, flipping the corner in the strike zone. Rodriguez now has an 0-1 count. Rodriguez the 6th Hawk to come to bat here in the top of the third, and it's going to hit the bat. She'll take one on the forearm, and that will bring in Riley Wright from third. That's run number 2 for the Hawks. Jenna Aguirre having a discussion with the home plate umpire. It hit the batter on the forearm. And now the appeals down third baseline. All 3 members of the umpiring crew meeting right there, having this discussion. In this series, we've seen 3 different calls overturned. Birdville lacked that one. Burris moves to third now. Kano moves to second and hit by a pitch. Rodriguez is at first, so they're still loaded with 2 outs. But another run for Birdville. And Mason Moore in the batter's box sees the first pitch outside. Moore, first baseman, and is warmed up a little bit in the bullpen if she's needed to pitch. Right-hander sees this one inside. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Moore. One-on-one with 2 away. We're in the top of 3. Birdville now leading 2-0 over the Lady Eagles. Moore steps in to the right and a batter's box, and inside pitch for ball 2 to Moore. Abilene High won Thursday night 6-5 in a walk-off last night. Birdville came up and exploded for 11 runs on the 10-run rule. Won that one 11-1 outside pitch. Takes it to a 1-3 count. And that's what has forced this Game 3 in this best-of-3 series in the reach of the semifinal round. Reyes ready to put one right down the middle, and that is a strike. So now your count is 4. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded with 2 away for Birdville. Ava Reyes knows what she's got to do with this one. And it is outside, and that's ball 4. Another run will walk in. Macy Moore goes to first. Corinne Burris comes to third, touches the plate. That's run number 3. And Victoria Kano will go to second. to third now. So you've got Kano at third, Rodriguez at second, and Macy Moore at first base. And right now the teams are huddling up Lady Eagles infield. In fact, the whole team now is inside the pitcher's circle. 2 runs have been allowed here in the top of the third. It's now 3-0 for Birdville. And they will send their 3 base runners respectively, Kano, Rodriguez, and Moore, back to their bases. There are 2 away, and you're at the bottom of the order. Sanders. Got a single and was stranded on the base path. However, right now we do have a conversation between Jenna Gary and the home-plate umpire. Now the other 2 officials are stepping in. And they're not going to change this call. They're going to go on ahead and let the hit my pitch more stay at first. So you got bottom of the order. So 2 outs, bases loaded, 2 runs scored here in the top of the third for Birdville. They lead 3-0. Ava Reyes ready, put one in, and it is a called strike on Sanders. That is strike 1. She's at the bottom of the order. If you look at the on-deck circle from Birdville, you've got Evelyn Schwartzlander, the top of the order, coming back. Here is a foul into the net, and that is strike 2 to Sanders. Again, Sanders is the right fielder. Eagles playing medium depth from left to right in the outfield. Guarding runners at third and first, but a big gap between second and short for Abilene High defensively. This next pitch is high for ball 1. Sanders steps out, and she'll take the practice swing and come back into the batter's box with a 1-2 count. Next pitch, inside for ball 2. Count is even to Sanders. You hear the Birdville fans chanting Ava. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Next pitch. Foul tipped into the screen, count stays even at 2-2. Top of the third, as we've shared with you, this is game 3. Winner goes on up the ladder, loser goes home. 2-2 the count. Outside, count is full. Davis Sanders from Ava Reyes. Full count. Here's the payoff pitch. And a pop out to the catcher. That will end this at bat. Quickly, Michaela Gutierrez up, sees it into her mitt, and that's out number 3. As we go to the bottom of the third, still Birdville 3, Abilene High nothing in game 3 of the playoff series between the Eagles and the Lady Hawks. We'll be back with more here on AISD Live.
You're listening to AISD Live, Abilene ISD's exclusive home for streaming live games and events. For more live events featuring your favorite AISD students and teams, stay tuned to AISDlive.org, follow us on the AISD Live Facebook page, or subscribe to our Abilene ISD YouTube channel. Visit the AISD Live website for sponsorship opportunity information. Enjoy the game.
Getting ready to come to the bat in the bottom of the third inning as they trail 3-0 here in the regional semifinal series with the Lady Hawks from Birdville. And we'd like to say thank you to our premier sponsor for AISD Athletics. proud to announce that the premier sponsor is Borland Sobin and Partners Cosmetic Family Dentistry. Borland Sobin, led by AISD graduates Dr. Bart Borland from Abilene High and Dr. Wes Sobin from Cooper, is in its third decade of providing high-quality, affordable dental care in Abilene. Count on Borland Sobin to help you maintain a healthy and beautiful smile. So we go to the bottom of the third inning, and we'll be in the bottom third of the batting order for Abilene High. They went 3 up and 3 down in the first and second. Michaela Gutierrez will be leading off, followed by Andrea Starks. Gutierrez swings first pitch. That is going to be foul behind the plate, and Ava Reyes will be number third in the order. So Gutierrez, Starks, and Reyes batting here for Abilene High here in the bottom of the third. Eagles trail 3-0 to the Birdville Lady Hawks. Pitch outside, call that one ball one to Michaela. And pretty much no changes in the defensive configuration for the Lady Hawks. Next pitch is high and outside for ball two. Now Michaela is one of those batters, she will make you pitch to her. Let's see how we come up with a 2-1 count. And inside pitch, home plate umpire calls that a strike. Maybe he's a little nearsighted. Can I say that? No, I can't criticize the umpires. That's just not my forte. 2-2 the count. Jordan puts one high and tight to take it to a full count. Reagan Jordan has gone the distance in both games for Birdville. Full count to Michaela Gutierrez. Call strike. And so Gutierrez will tuck her bat under her arm, and with the K in the scorebook, that's out number one. And that is going to be just the second strikeout by Reagan Jordan. Andrea Starks now steps in. Right-hander. And inside pitch. Call that one ball one. Ava Reyes in the on-deck circle. She's the bottom of the batting order. Starks ready. And she's going to hit one in center field, giving chase, and she's going to run it down at the wall. Victoria Cano, after Starks gave it a ride, she was up against the wall, making the catch for out number two. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Ava Reyes now stepping in. Right-hander. Reagan Jordan ready to wheel and deal and put this one low and outside for ball one. Reyes stepping out of the batter's box, now comes back in. Jordan's next pitch is called a strike. You got 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagles don't want to risk going 3 up and 3 down for a third consecutive inning. 1-1 is the count. High, and that is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Once again, we just wanted to say thank you to our sponsors, Borland Sobin, Family Cosmetic, and a swing makes it strike 2. Reyes at the plate, 2-2 the count. There are 2 outs. Eagles have yet to have a base runner here in Game 3. Hawks got 1 run in the first and 2 in the top of this inning to make it 3-0. Swing and a miss, and that is another strikeout. So the Lady Eagles go 3 up and 3 down for a third consecutive inning. We'll go to the top of the fourth with the Birdville Lady Hawks here in Game 3 in the series, leading 3-0 over the Lady Eagles of Abilene High. We'll be back with more on AISD Live.
Looking for a hands-on career path with high demand and great pay? The welding program at The Lift gives students real-world skills that lead to real opportunities. Whether it's gates or flatbeds, handrails or heavy equipment, if it's metal, you can weld it too. With great instruction, you can master all 4 major welding processes. So get ready to build a career with endless possibilities and join the welding program at the Lift. It isn't just a trade, it's your future.
Let's go to the top of the 4th inning here in Game 3 in the regional semifinal championship game, coming to you from Graham, Texas at Hogan Field. And we will go to the top of the order for the Birdville Hawks. Leading off will be their shortstop, Evelyn Schwartzlander, followed by Riley Wright and Corinne Burris. So Schwartzlander, Wright, and Burris leading off here in the top of the 4th inning here on AISD Live. Schwartz 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out to center fielder. Reyes gets her to swing at one. She's driving it deep down the left field line. Call that one foul. And also call that strike 1 for the Schwartzlander. In German, Schwartz is black, Weiss is white, Grün is green. So she would come from the black lands of Germany, or that's where she would descend from. Next pitch will bounce off of the left hip of Schwartzlander. She's going to advance to first. She's hit by a pitch. So runner on first, and Riley Wright, who has popped out and gotten a single and scored the second run last inning. She'll step in as the right-handed batter. Versatile second base person for the Hawks. Reyes sees a square for a bunt. It goes foul. She put that one right where it needed to be. Riley Wright fouled it out. And so she returns to the batter's box. 0-1 is the count. There are no outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Second batter for Birdville. Reyes ready, and she's going to swing at this one. It's got a lot of air underneath that. Kinsley can too, makes the catch. So the pop to the short is out number 1 here in the top of the 4th for Birdville. Cantu just looked up into the blue sky and chased it at the edge of the grass to make that catch. So 1 away. Coming up next, Corinne Burris. She got a homer in the first and a single in the second, and is accounted for 2 of the 3 runs. Burris sees the first pitch go as ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 away. Runner at first. And the next one nearly hits Burris. Second batter, Riley Wright. The leadoff batter in this inning. Evelyn Schwartzlander was hit by a pitch. She's the runner for Birdville at first. Next pitch, kind of a little off-speed, drifted into ball 2. So you're looking at a 3-0 count. That's the second one that's kind of off-speed drifted that way. 3 balls, no strikes, and ball 4 to Burris, but she will take the base on ball. That will move Schwartzlander to second. That is only the second batter from Birdville to take the walk. The runners at first and second, 1 away, and Haley Menninger. Swings first pitch, goes down the third baseline. It's fair. They're giving chase to it. Coming in is going to be Schwartzlander. That's run number 4. Menninger gets credit for a double as she drives in that run. And Burris will move over to third. So just a straight shot down the third baseline going into left field. Stark putting speed on to catch up to the ball and throw it in, but it was not before a run scored. So far, Birdville's scoring is 1 in the first, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. Now, the umpires are having a conclave down the third baseline, having about that. Home plate umpire has made a call. Now the runner at second is Miniga. She has left the bag, but she gets a courtesy runner coming in to run for her. Nope. Schwartzlander is going to be called back to the bag, so take that run off of the scoreboard here in the top of the fourth so far. Katie Wellborn having a session with the umpires. So they're going to say that was a foul hit by Miniga. That's strike one. Schwartzlander, we call back to second base. Burris goes back to first. There is one out. And here's one wide and deep and off the scoreboard in center field. Schwartzlander will come in and score the run. And now what you got is Burris moves to second. And back to second, and Miniga will be at first with the single. Now we've got confusion again as the coaching staff from Birdville now talking to the infield umpires right on top of the mound. With Schwartzlander, who started the inning off, was hit by a pitch. She moved to first, and now the double set up by Miniga has driven her into second base. The runner at second, Corinne Burris, and the runner at first is Haley Miniga. They are saying Miniga is out, and that will be out number 2. We'll get an explanation on that one. You still have Burris at second base. And Reagan Jordan, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, and comes to bat for the Lady Hawks. She swings at the first pitch. That is going to be strike one. 1 run scored here in the top of the fourth. Birdville leading Abilene High 4-0. Next pitch is outside, called that one ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the 5th batter batting here in the top of the fourth from Birdville. Reyes sends this one loose, foul down the third base line for Jordan. Now she's looking at 1-2 count. She went down swinging on a full count in the first, and then strike 3 called at a 1-2 count when she was called that. Let's that one go past. And now outside pitch to Jordan is ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wind picking up to around 15 miles an hour at the flags in left center. Reyes so far trying to do her best. Swing and a miss, and Reagan Jordan is out number 3, but not before another run got on the scoreboard for the Lady Hawks as we go to the bottom of the fourth. We're halfway through this one, and the Lady Hawks lead Abilene High 4-0. We'll be back with more on AISD. And welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. We played the first half of this one, scheduled for 7, and the Lady Hawks of Birdville High School lead Abilene High 4-0. The Eagles have gone 3 up and 3 down in their first 3 innings. They've not had a base runner thus far. Versus the Hawks got 1 run in the first, 2 in the third, and another one they added last inning in the fourth. And you've got Reagan Jordan on the mound still for the Lady Hawks. Let's see as we go Abilene High. Top of the order, let's just start all over, shall we, with Germany Williams, followed by Kinsley Cantu and Mariah Estrada. So Williams, Cantu, and Estrada are your 3 bat persons leading off here in the top of the fourth for Abilene High. As the ball being tossed about by the infield before the first batter will step in. Williams ground out to the pitcher. She's 0 for 1 as she ground out in the first inning. We get ready to go here in the top of the fourth.
Now batting number 23, Germany Williams.
As the umpiring staff trying to get their stuff together, the third base umpire walks down halfway down the third baseline to talk to the home plate umpire. Right now they're having a conflab. And right now the home plate umpire talking to the head coach of the Lady Hawks, talking to Katie Wellborn. All right, so the officials, all 3 of the umpires, look like they're talking to the athletic director from the Graham Independent School District. So there may be something in the crowd that's a distraction. Graham is actually administering this 3-game best series, but right now it looks like no action to be taken by this umpiring crew. Abilene High's got Jenna Gary in the third base coaching box. Shelby Palmer in the first base coaching box. And right now into the batter's box goes Germany Williams as we go to the top of the fourth. Germany bats left-handed. The senior is going to swing at the first one, goes up. The third baseman looks up into the sun and will pull it down. That's a pop out to third, and that is out number 1 here in the top of the fourth. Eagles so far no base runners. And right now, 10 straight Eagles at the plate, 10 outs. Reagan Jordan's next pitch high to Cantu. That will be ball 1. And it looks like, you don't play this in special and tournament play. Looks like Jordan may have an hitter. That one driven down third baseline by Cantu for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagle fans right now still trying to encourage their team on with a 1-1 count. Cantu steps in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here in the top of the fourth. Cantu hits one. Shortstop gets it 1 hop. Can she get it to the bag in time? And she will. Schwartzlander fires it across the diamond to Macy Moore. That will go as a 6-3 ground out. Out number 2 here in the fourth for Abilene High. And coming up now, the third Back person is Mariah Estrada. Estrada steps in. She popped out to the second baseman in her first at bat. Strike one called on Estrada.
Now batting number 4, Mariah Estrada.
So Estrada, now the 12th Eagle to come to the plate, and outside pitch to Mariah is ball 1. 1-2 the count. Outfield plays her very deep. Second and short deep also. First and third close to the bag, and Estrada sees ball 2. 1-2 the count. We have seen Mariah with a home run capability. And getting to light up the scoreboard might be a spark plug Abilene High needs to have right now. And Estrada drives one over the second baseman. It goes down the right field line. She will be saved. And that is the first hit for Abilene High here as we are in the top of the 4th. So the Eagles will now send batter number 4 up. And that's batter number 4 in this inning. Bella Rocha will be batting. Chase put on by Riley Ryder went over her head into Sanders out in right field. Rocha holding the bat over her head. She's ready to go. If the 2 infield umpires will finish their conversation, and they have. Rocha, first baseman, steps in. She's open one and ground out to the pitcher. Hits one on the ground. Second baseman fires it to first, and that is out number 3 on the 4-3 ground out. So the Eagles send 4 to the plate. They get nothing but 3 outs. They do get a hit finally in the game. As no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on base. We'll go to the 5th inning. Right now, Birdville leading Abilene High 4-0 on AISD Live.
Can you help me?
What you got there?
Will you help my mom?
Hey, crew, I'll give the first move to anyone who signs up to be an organ donor. How do you do it?
Easy. Just go to organdonor.gov.
More donors means more hope. Sign up at organdonor.gov.
Welcome back to the 5th inning in Game 3 of the regional semifinals in girls softball in Graham, Texas, here at Hogan Field. Here at the top of the 5th, the Lady Hawks from Birdville come to bat. They have a 4-0 lead over Abilene High here in Game 3. Best of 3 series. Abilene High won Game 1. Birdville won Game 2. We are in Game 3. Birdville with a 4-run lead. Ava Reyes on the mound for Abilene High. First pitch is low for ball 1. As Victoria Cano in the batter's box. Next pitch coming from Reyes. And outside of the plate, but enough of the plate to be able to call that one a strike. Abilene High pitching, only 2 strikeouts in the game. We're here in the top of the 5th. Here's a little chopped foul. That one is called strike 2. Kano. She's ground out and was hit by a pitch. So she's hitless so far. 0 for 2. But she's played a really good center fielder. Position swing and a miss. And that is strikeout number 3 for the Eagle coaches, pitching staff. So one down. Here comes Avery Rodriguez, who's hit by a pitch and has gotten a single. Rodriguez steps in. 6, 7, 8 in the batting order, batting for Birdville. We've got to share that with you. 7th batter in order, the 2nd batter here in the top of the 5th. Rodriguez steps in. And Reyes strike one to Rodriguez. 1-0 the count. Andrea Starks in left, Germany Williams in center, K.K. Gonzalez in right. Mariah Estrada at third, Kinsley Cantu at short. Next pitch hits the back. Rodriguez hit by pitch and moved to first. Rest of the lineup for Abilene High, Lonnie Flores, Bella Rocha first. Behind the plate, Michaela Gutierrez and Ava Reyes on the mound. So runner at first, hit by a pitch, there's one out, and that will bring up Macy Moore, the first baseman of the Lady Hawks. First pitch, nice, strike call, strike one. Moore is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles on the afternoon. Ready again. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Herb Kelleher was the longtime president of Southwest Airlines. He was quoted as saying, 2 strikes means you're 1 swing away from the home run. That was a motivational talk, surely. 0-2 the count. Reyes next pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3 for Moore. The 2nd out here in the top of the 5th, and we go to the bottom of the order with Ava Sanders. And Sanders, 1 hit and a single, well, 2 singles. So she's 2 for 2 at the plate. She'll see the first pitch come in a little bit high from Reyes. Reyes may be able to get Eagles out of this inning. However, they do trail by 4. Shut down the machine right now. Birdville. Next pitch comes in, called strike 1. Really good clean strike. Inside third of the plate. Reyes is one of those durable players. She's going to give you everything she's got. Next pitch, swung on a miss for strike 2. So 1 swing away from ending the inning possibly in this 5th at bat for the Lady Hawks. Reyes ready. And here's the foul into the screen. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away. Runner on at first. That's Corinne Burris. She was hit by a pitch. Reyes ready again. And off-speed call, strike 3 on the check swing. Sanders goes down swinging. As the Hawks in front of the plate, they'll strand 1 with no hits, no run, and 1 stranded. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Abilene High bats in hand as they trail by 4 here in Game 3 in the regional series against the Birdville Lady Hawks here on AISD Live. Abilene High coming to bat here in the bottom of the fifth with 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order up. On the mound throwing warm-up pitches still is Reagan Jordan. This young lady is just as solid as an anvil in her pitching all 3 games. But now Abilene High will come up. They trail 4-0. Eagles have sent 16 batters up, and they have yet to have but 1 base runner. So next for Abilene High, we will see Alicia Gutierrez, right-handed batter, coming up for the Eagles to start the bottom of the fifth. Jordan's first pitch is ball 1.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning is number 5, Alicia Gutierrez.
Alicia Gutierrez steps out of the batter's box. The lefty will come in. Alicia, one of these freshmen, she'll swing at that one. She's going to come back for more Eagle softball after the season. That swing and the miss makes it 1 ball, 1 strike to Alicia. And she's going to hit one down the third baseline. It will roll foul halfway down the line, and that is strike 2 to Alicia. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alicia, only in her second plate appearance in this game. She was a strikeout victim in the second inning. She will see ball 2 come in. Count is even with 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count here in the bottom of the fifth. The fifth inning is usually when Abilene High will explode. She's called strike 3. Let's say the old country term, she got caught looking. That is out number 1.
Now batting right fielder, number 15, Haley Gonzalez.
The 4th strikeout of the afternoon only for Reagan Jordan. And KK Gonzalez swings the first pitch. She's going to foul that up over the stands here. That's strike 1. KK steps in, right-handed batter. She's lined out. And she'll put this one on the ground. The pitcher scrambles for it, throws it. First baseman nearly pulled off of the bag, but that goes as a 1-3 ground out. And that is out number 2 here in the bottom of 5. Michaela Gutierrez, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Reagan Jordan, right now, serves one up. Gutierrez pops it, and it's going to go into the glove of the third baseman as Burris chased it out, and a pop to third, and the Eagles go 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom of the fifth. As we get ready to go to the top of the fifth, the Lady Hawks from Birdville lead Abilene High 4-0 in the regional semifinal championships, Game 3. We're back in a minute on AISD Live.
Okay, Abilene. So what is the Sky Cafe? Well, basically, it's a cafe at the Lift that serves food and cuisine made by AISD culinary students. And you can enjoy it too. All you have to do is make a reservation online, show up at your scheduled time, and enjoy a fresh cooked meal served by AISD students and supervised by talented culinary professionals. Go to AbileneISD.org/The Lift and make your reservation today at the Sky Cafe.
And welcome to the top of the 6th inning. Abilene High trailing Birdville here 4-0. Still, Ava Reyes on the mound for the Lady Eagles. And right now, they know they've got a task at hand and 2 more at-bats as they trail by 4. And coming up to bat next for Birdville, Evelyn Schwartzlander. She is in her 3rd at-bat. She struck out, lined out, and scored a run after she got on the base pass when she was hit by a pitch. And the first pitch coming to her from Reyes is strike one. 0-1 the count. Second and short playing back. Medium depth for the outfield. And a foul ball down the third baseline. 0-2 to Schwartzlander. Struck out in the first, lined out to the center fielder in the second. Got on the bases when she was hit by a pitch in the fourth and was able to maneuver around and get to score run number 4. And it is 4-0 right now. Next pitch a little low. That's 2-1. One and two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reyes ready. This one lined down the left field line, way out of play. It's still 1-2 the count. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Schwartzlander stepping in. Reyes next pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 1 here in the top of the 6th on the strikeout. So far, Reyes has been able to get a couple of strikeouts. That is the 6th strikeout for Ava Reyes here in the game. Batting next is Riley Wright. She accounted for a solo home run in the second. And the first pitch to Wright is going to be low from ball 1. 1-0. Outfield moves back a little bit. First and third still guarding the lines. And a chopped foul down the third baseline. Brings the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Overall, a good season for Abilene High. They were the District 4-5A champions and have advanced here to the regional semifinals. They just haven't been able to get the aluminum stick on the ball. Outside pitch to right is ball 2. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. But here in the top of the 6th, Lady Eagles have got to feel like the clock is ticking as they trail by 4. And here's a chopper down third. Glove thrown across the diamond, and what a great 5-3 ground out. Good defensive play at third by Mariah Estrada, and she had to make an effort to fire it across the infield to Bella Rocha. And that is out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. Corinne Burris got a home run in the first. She accounted for the first inning run, and now Burris steps in to face Reyes. 2 outs. Outside pitch, ball 1 to Burris. Meniga. Haley Meniga is in the on-deck circle for Birdville. 1-0 the count. And inside pitch nearly hit the batter. That is ball 2. 2-0 the count. 2 away. Still hope for Lady Eagles here in game 3. You've got to be optimistic if you're an Eagle fan. Next pitch is low and outside. 3rd straight ball to Corinne Burns. 3-0 the count. Schwartzlander led off the top of this inning with a strikeout, right ground out to third. And this pitch at ball 4 hits the batsman. And so you will have Burris hit by a pitch at first. So runner at first with 2 away. Schwartzlander struck out and Riley Wright ground out. It is 2 away. Meniga will step in as she's gotten a single and a ground out and a second single, so she's 2 for 3. She's going to drive this one deep down the left field line for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Right now, a little slowdown in the action, waiting for a ball to be tossed in from the Eagle dugout. Ava Reyes still pitching most of this series for Abilene High. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Ava waiting for the umpire to get in another ball. She stands at the back of the circle. And now she's going to stroll towards the rubber and put one right in front of the plate. It was a pretty pitch, and then it just kind of bottom fell out of it. So 1-1 is the count a minute ago. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Next pitch, high and outside for a 2-1 count. You got to think as much softball as these ladies have played over the last 3 days, they'd be tired. But the Eagle fans keep them charged up. 2-1. And the next pitch, low, ball 3 a minute ago. 3 balls, 1 strike. The runner at first is Burris, and she was hit by a pitch. Top of this inning, Schwartzlander struck out, right ground out. Burris was hit by a pitch, and she's at first, and then they're looking at a 3-1 count. She's going to drive this one down the left field and out of play. That gets her to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. If she had straightened that one out, it would have cleared the fence really big at about the 215. Instead, full count. Ava would love to be able to shut her down right now. Reyes looking, timeout called by the home plate umpire. This game, an hour and a half old. Outside call, strike 3. It came across the outside third of home plate, and that is outside of the third out. We go to the bottom of the 6th with Birdville and their Lady Hawks leading Abilene High 4-0. We'll be back with more on AISD Live as the bottom of the 6th comes your way.
She thinks she's being funny, only she's not making you laugh. She's making you feel left out. Thanks to social media, it's easy to feel bullied, intentional or not. So instead of pushing back, think about rising above. It's easy to be upset, not as easy to be bigger. For some great insights on bullying and dealing with teen depression, visit yourlifeyourvoice.org. Support yourself and your friends. Be a lifter.
Welcome back as we come to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Game 3 in the best-of-3 series. Abilene High won the first one. Birdville won the second game, forcing this Game 3. And as Andrea Starks comes to bat, you'll have 8, 9, and back to the top of the order batting. Starks will foul one down the third baseline. She'll be looking at an 0-1 count. Ava Reyes will be batting next for the Eagles, and going back to German Williams. Starks puts some bat underneath it. It's in the sky, though, and the second baseman, Riley Wright, catches the pop out. So that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ava Reyes now stepping in. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout this afternoon. And the first pitch to Ava is high for ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 away. Eagles have only had 1 base runner this afternoon. And next pitch, called a strike on Reyes. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. And the next one is high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ava steps out of the batter's box, takes a couple of practice swings. She's right back ready to face Jordan again, and the ball will be exactly that, a ball, as it bounced in front of the plate. So Ava looking at a 3-1 count. Eagles trailing 4-0 to Birdville. Next pitch is called strike 2. You've got a full count with Ava. Let's see what the next pitch is from Jordan. A foul tip. She stays alive at the plate. Reagan Jordan, having done pretty much the pitching load for the Lady Hawks. Ava Reyes fouls one down the third baseline. She will stay alive at the plate with that foul. Still looking at a full count. Second batter to bat for Abilene High here in the bottom of the 6th. And Reyes swing and miss, and that is strike 3. 2 outs for the Lady Eagles here in the 6th. And we go back to the top of the order with Germany Williams, the center fielder for the Lady Eagles. Jordan ready. Germany will step up and let the ball go past her for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Kinsley Cantu on deck if she's needed. Next pitch is a foul tip, and that is strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Germany. I've enjoyed watching her play over the years at Abilene High. She's going to be one of the seniors that will be missed out of this team that has gotten to the regional semifinals. And she'll hit one right past Jordan. Second baseman gets it on the hop, and that will go as a 4-3 ground out, and out number 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. As we played 6 complete, Lady Hawks of Birdville High School 4, Abilene High nothing. We'll be back with more on AISD Live. And welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. This game scheduled for 7 at least here in Game 3 in the series. Abilene High takes the field. What that will mean is that 6, 7, and 5, 6, and 7 will be batting for the Birdville Hawks. Reagan Jordan, followed by Victoria Cano and Avery Rodriguez. Jordan, Cano, and Rodriguez will be your batters for the Hawks here in the top of the 7th. Ava Reyes going the way on the mound for the Lady Eagles. And swing and a foul down the third baseline for Jordan. Strike one. She's been at the plate 3 times. She's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Jordan steps in with an 0-1 count. Next pitch, Reyes, going to be low for ball 1. Ava looking a little winded, having pitched as many innings as she has in this series. She's ready to wheel and deal on this pitch, and it is outside, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reyes next pitch. He's going to hit the bat. She will take the base on balls by the hit pitch. And so with 1 on, no outs, Victoria Kano. She's ground out, walked, and struck out. She gets ready to step in.
Number 6, Victoria Kano.
Victoria Kano ready to step in to face the pitching by Ava Reyes. And she'll swing the first pitch, pops it up, caught in the glove of the third baseman, Mariah Estrada. And so that pop to third is going to be out number 1. Avery Rodriguez comes in with a single and hit by pitch twice in at bats. Got a runner on first with 1 away. Right now, Birdville leading Abilene High 4-0. Rodriguez swings first pitch. This is up, and Estrada drops the ball, throws it to second. Will get the runner at third. So that will go as a 5-4 out number 2 on a fielder's choice with Rodriguez at first. When the first time I've ever seen Mariah Estrada drop a ball. But right now, Katie Wilburn out of the dugout talking to the home plate ump. Is she going to say that it was a foul ball? It was very much in play. Now all 3 umpires getting together. Home plate ump says no change in the call, 1 out. Reagan Jordan is thrown out at second to the first. When Estrada dropped the ball, picked it up, threw it to second, there was a force there, got her out. So 2 away, runner on first, and Macy Moore. Moore sees the first pitch, low. Moore has gotten a pair of singles and a strikeout. So she's 2 for 3 this afternoon, 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Reyes puts a strike in. That may be the best pitch we've seen her throw this afternoon. Right where it was supposed to be. You could hear the pop in Michaela Gutierrez's mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Moore. Foul ball into the screen, takes it to 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Birdville has a 4-0 lead, scoring 1 in the first, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. Eagles have not gotten a run this afternoon. They have gotten a hit. Moore looking at a 1 and 2 count. She will hit this one, goes on the ground, go across the diamond to first, and she is out. A great job by Kenzie Cantu getting it, throwing it over to Bella Rocha, and Moore goes on a 6-3 ground out for out number 3 as the Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the 7th. We will see if Abilene High can overcome that one. Do we have a controversy going? Moore is staying at first base. And right now, the officials debated that one, but it looked like Cantu's throw, Rocha, was very much on target. And Moore, told by the first base umpire, he is out. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. This is the hill to climb for the Lady Eagles. They trail 4-0, and coming up to bat next here on AISD Live.
Hey Abilene ISD community, want to catch all the action from Abilene High and Cooper High School games? It's easy. In addition to Facebook and Vimeo, we're now on YouTube. Just head on over to our YouTube channel by searching Abilene ISD and click subscribe so you never miss a live stream. Whether you're cheering from home or on the go, we're bringing the game to you. So join our online cheering section and stay connected with every play. Hit subscribe and get ready to show your school spirit today.
Coming to the bottom of the 7th, Abilene High trailing here in Game 3 in the best-of-3 series, 4-0. Reagan Jordan still on the mound as the Birdville Lady Hawks take the field. Lady Eagles have not gotten a score here in this game. Let's look at who's going to be coming to bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Kinsley Cantu, followed by Mariah Estrada, and then Bella Rocha. Cantu, Estrada, and Rocha. Bat for the Lady Eagles. Kinsley checks in, ready to bat, and the first pitch call, strike 1. Uncharacteristically for Kinsley, she's popped out and ground out. And she drives this one into left field. It's fair. The left fielder moving around. Kinsley digging for second, and she's safe. Good throw coming in from Bridges, the left fielder. And Cantu just beat that one out with a double. She is safe at second. She's swung at the second pitch coming from Reagan Jordan with one on. You've got Mariah Estrada coming back from the Lady Eagles. First pitch, strike 1. On deck is Bella Rocha. Cantu at second. Next pitch comes in high for ball 1 to Mariah. She's popped that from the second baseman and got a single in the 5th. So she's 1 for 2. And Estrada seeing strike 2 call. Now it's a 2-1 count. Jordan on the mound. Puts this one in, and that is ball 2. Cantu taking the generous lead off the bat. The catcher, Menga, scrambles for the ball, but Cantu recoiled back to second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Estrada sees ball 3. Full count with 3 and 2. Eagles, who have been shut out thus far, do have a runner in scoring position. Jordan's pitch. Driven. Left fielder backing up. Calling everybody off. There's the catch. Cantu go back to second. So Estrada lines out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th for Abilene High. That's 1 away. Bella Rocha ready. She is 0 for 2 with a ground out to the pitcher and a ground out to the second base. Bella will step in. Batting right. First pitch is ball one to Bella. On deck will be Alicia Gutierrez. Your runner at second base, getting on with a double, is Kinsley Cantu. Rocha's next pitch is ball two. 2-1 the count. You can hear the anxiousness of the Eagle fans making noise. This is scheduled for 7, and we're in the bottom of 7. Eagles trailing 4-0. Next pitch outside. Cantu gets off the bag, but she's safe. She comes back. Bella looking at one strike at it. Now it's 2-1 as the count to her. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Bella sees an inside pitch, ball 3. Looks like Reagan Jordan may be starting to tire as well. 3-1 the count. And called strike 2, count goes full on Rocha. One out. Next pitch comes in to Bella. Inside call, strike 3. That is out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. And you got to think Birdville and their fans are saying, we're 1 out away from going to face Alito next week. However, an appeal on the call from Jenna Gary goes for naught. 2 out. Alicia Gutierrez 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Gutierrez sees the first pitch as ball 1.
Now batting number 7, Michaela Gutierrez. Sorry, number 5, Alicia Gutierrez.
Next pitch, called strike 1 to Alicia. She's at 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield back for Birdville. Gutierrez puts 1 in, it's up, second baseman waves it off for out number 3, and the game is over. Birdville defeating Abilene High in game 3 of this series 4-0 as Gutierrez pops out to second, and that is out number 3 here in the 7th inning. But the Abilene Eagles, 21-11 on the season, getting to the regional semifinals was an accomplishment. They won the district championship, and right now, hugs by the Lady Hawks as they get ready to shake hands at the middle of the field. Tell you what, we're going to take a break and come back with the Chicken Express post-game show here on AISD Live.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
And welcome back to Hogan Field in Graham, Texas. Game 3 has concluded, and the lady from Birdville High School, the Lady Hawks, have just received the regional semifinal golden trophy by virtue of winning this series 2-1 over the Lady Eagles. Abilene High fought hard and they fought well. It's just that today they couldn't get their bats to work and they fell 4-0. And we want to welcome you to our post-game show here on AISD Live, as the post-game show for the Lady Eagles is brought to you by Chicken Express. Visit Chicken Express for the best chicken tenders, fried chicken, livers, gizzards, and fish. Always served with wonderful sweet tea, rolls, and biscuits. Chicken Express. They appreciate your business more than they can express. And thank you. They have been a season sponsor for us through AISD throughout the season. And right now, Lady Eagles are down on a knee in right field. Jenna Gary talking to her team as they advance to the regional semifinals. However, they won the first game 6-5. They fell 11-1 last night and 4-0 here in game 3. What a crew I've had the pleasure to work with. Crew chief, pardon me. Our crew chief, Randy Cluck, and Greg Knuckles has been alongside us, and we are glad we could bring you this game from Hogan Field in Graham. So, a lot of returnees coming back next year, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, and it looks like Jenna Gary has a lot to build off of for next season. So once again, for our crew here in Graham through AISD Live, we'd like to say the final score and winning game 3 in the best of 3 are the Lady Hawks from Birdville High School as they win 4-0. Took an hour and 48 minutes to play game 3, but it was an exciting one to share with you. We ask God, please bless Texas. The legislature's in session, and we say good evening from Graham on AISD Live. Good afternoon.